I might link my team from barking. 7 a.m.
Check, check, one, check, check. I don't hear. Check one, check, check, check one. There we go. There we go. Roger, Roger. Check, check. Check one, check, check. Roger, Roger, check one, check, check.
into the box, plenty of space, shot comes in, and it's a goal!
Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to Carey Stadium here in beautiful Ocean City, New Jersey, where BFA Sports, in conjunction with 11 Sports Network, presents USL League Two soccer action between the visiting Reading United AC and the Ocean City Nor'easters. Reading United comes into tonight's contest with a record of 3 wins, 3 losses, and 3 draws, good enough for third in the Mid-Atlantic Division, while the story so far in the USL League Two has been the start for the Ocean City Nor'easters, who have earned 22 points out of a possible 24 with a record of 7 wins, no defeats, and 1 draw. So the Nor'easters will look to continue their torrid start to the season at home here this evening. Good evening once again. I am Bob Burkholtz filling in for the vacationing Mike Frankel. Happy to have you with us here tonight in what is the third matchup of the season between these two teams. The Nor'easters taking the first 2 contests by scores of 2-0 and 1-0. So the Nor'easters will look to complete the series sweep with a win here tonight. The teams will make their way out onto the field, led by tonight's officials group, on what is a gorgeous, picturesque postcard evening here in Ocean City, New Jersey. Excited and happy to have you here tonight for USL League Two soccer action.
And now your starting lineups. First for Reading United.
At this time, we take a moment to honor our flag and our country and our servicewomen and men everywhere in the world with the singing of our national anthem by Olivia Carrier. Going to go ahead and introduce tonight's starting lineups. We'll get that for you here in a second. As we see the Ocean City Nor'easters wearing their home kits, their navy blue tops and Carolina blue shorts. And the Reading United wearing their away kits, the white tops, the black shorts, and the black socks. Your lineup tonight for head coach Kevin Nuss and the Ocean City Nor'easters: Alessandro Arlotti, Benjamin Cam Orleana, Daniel Diaz Bonilla, Galen Glynn, Taha Kina, Pablo Marquez, Steven Milosevic, Nick Pariano. In goal tonight for the Nor'easters, Felix Schaefer, Marco Torino, and Nicholas Torres. Again, the Nor'easters come in tonight's contest with a record of 7-0-1. Good enough for first place in the Mid-Atlantic Division.
Santa Clara University in Berlin, Germany, number 1, Felix Schaefer. St. Peter's University in Rome, Italy, number 25, Marco Torino.
The Ocean City Nor'easters, one of the hottest teams in the USL League Two, will put their undefeated record on the line tonight against one of their longtime rivals here in Reading United. The Storm have the longest winning streak in all of USL League Two with 7 straight wins, and will look to tie the club record tonight, set back in 2012. Now we send it down to the field for our national anthem by Olivia Carrier.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof
Excellent job by Olivia Carey with today's national anthem. Teams with their pregame handshakes with each other, and tonight's officials will go ahead and give you the officials for today's contest. The head referee, Hector Rueda. Your linesman, Kevin Rodrigo and Aaron Bracey. Your fourth official, Promise Adebayo Ega. The captains meet out at midfield. The coin flip to decide which directions the team want to go and which sides they will defend here in the first half. After the exchange of pleasantries, we are not far away from kickoff. Tonight marks the 55th all-time meeting between these two clubs, going all the way back to 1997. And it is one of the oldest active rivalries, not just in the USL League Two, but in all of the United Soccer Leagues. So Reading United in the white jerseys will be moving from our left to right, from the high school to the ocean, while the home team, Ocean City Nor'easters, moving from right to left here this evening. Again, as I mentioned earlier, a gorgeous evening here in Ocean City tonight. Happy to have you with us. A great crowd here on hand to watch the first place Ocean City Nor'easters. Go ahead and get you the Reading United lineup. In net for the Reading United AC Club will be Russell Shealy. On the back line, Raymondo Partido, Ahmed Bogle, and Ryan Kuster. In the midfield, Isak Sedin, Taryn Williams, Colin Byros, and Tim Timchenko. And up forward for the Reading United team will be Dante Williams, Isaac Hollinger, and Jalen Weatherspoon. Just seconds away from our start here this evening, as the Ocean City Nor'easters will look to continue the momentum of what has been an excellent start to the season for them. Here tonight in Ocean City, and we are underway. Controlled by the Nor'easters. That'll be out on the Nor'easters. Reading United with a throw-in. Jalen Weatherspoon loses control of that one. Turns it over to the Nor'easters. We'll throw it in. Chippy start here, as the teams look to get some control to the game. Thrown in by Marco Torino. The ball out of play will lead to a goal kick for Reading United. Reading United's goalie, Russell Shealy from Syracuse. As we'll mention here this evening, a lot of these players coming from schools all around the country. Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college. Some of the top talent in the country here on display this evening. As Reading United makes their way through the midfield, a ball through. The Taha Kina on defense controls, as Ocean City looks to clear. Unable to do so, now they do. Played through. That's Pablo Marquez. Kicked in and controlled by Dante Williams for Reading United. Back through and settled down, as Tim Timchenko takes control. Just underway here in the second minute in Ocean City. Reading United controlling possession here. We'll look to work the ball cross fields. Play keep away at this point. Alessandro Arlotti applying pressure. But Jalen Weatherspoon will look to control, go cross field. But Reading United turns the ball over. Daniel Diaz-Bonilla with control for the Nor'easters. He'll send one into the middle. Headed out nicely by Ryan Kuster. But the Nor'easters regain control here. Our first good chance here this evening. On the throw in, the Nor'easters settle control. Played back. As they look to play the ball through, they feed it to the outside. Milosevic through. Plays it for Arlotti, but Reading United is there to thwart that offensive threat. Throw in for the Nor'easters. Controlled by Nick Torres over to Taha Kina. But that'll be intercepted as Reading United regains control. Ball fed through, but nobody home there for Reading United. And Felix Schaefer will see his first action. Kina back to Schaefer. As the Nor'easters work to get an offensive threat. Marco Torino through the midfield, stopped. But the Nor'easters regain control. Ben Oriana through the midfield. Feeds it off nicely to Pablo Marquez. Marquez makes a move, 1-2, not enough. Reading United there to make the defensive stand. Controlled by Kina. He'll switch fields. They'll feed it to Diaz-Bonilla. Back to Galen Flynn. Flynn to Arlotti. Arlotti with control. But again, Reading United there to step up defensively. Milosevic will feed it back to Schaefer. And the Nor'easters will set up again. Torres will look, sees Torino. Ball through to try to get it to Marquez. Unable to do so, that'll be out. On the Nor'easters. Check that. Out on Reading United. Nor'easters with the throw-in. Torino in to Pariano. Up and out of play. Reading United with the throw-in. Torres through. Loose ball picked up by Reading United. We have a player down for Reading United. Back up on his feet. That's Isak Sedin. Schaefer will take it under control for the Nor'easters. Torres through. That result in a foul. I want to thank our sponsors for this evening, this broadcast. Orozco Orthopedics. Live limitless with Orozco Orthopedics. Robotic hip and knee replacement with personalized care. The Toms River Auto Group, arriving at one goal is the starting point to another. Never settle. As the Nor'easters make their way through, but again, Reading United there for the challenge. Up and through. Controlled by Colin Byros. Look for Isaac Hollinger. Also like to thank Metro Commercial Real Estate, Josie's Kelly's Public House, Drinks, Food, and Good Times, and Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge. Again, thank our sponsors for bringing you tonight's coverage here from Ocean City. We played 7 minutes. One good offensive chance for the Nor'easters, but that's about it so far. Most of the play has taken place in the middle of the field. Again with a long ball through, but Schaefer will head it back out. Reading United with a shot off the crossbar. A loose ball there played nicely by Reading United as Isaac Hollinger with a boot just off the crossbar, and the first good chance for Reading United here tonight. Reading United will control through the midfield. Again, looking through. Control back to Keena. Keena will settle down and look. Doesn't see anything he likes and sends it back to Schaefer. Taha Keena for the Nor'easters. Up and through. Looking for Pablo Marquez, but Reading United's there. But Alessandro Orlati will take control. Feeds it over to Diaz Bonilla. And Reading United will do the smart thing and just kick it out of play. Throw in for the Nor'easters. Back to Torres. He finds Oriana in the middle of the field, who shoots and blasts. And a save by Russell Shealy on a point-blank shot by Ben Oriana. Reading United will settle on their half of the field. Look to switch fields. Up and through. Another through ball for Reading United. But Marco Torino's there. But Reading United regains control. Fed out to Raymondo Partido. And that'll be a throw-in for Reading United. Raymondo Partido will feed that in to Isak Sedin. With the Nor'easters regain control. Pablo Marquez through. Reading United regains control. Colin Byros in the midfield. Off to Isak Sedin, they'll play it back. Timchenko with control. As Reading United looks to set something up. Jalen Witherspoon, but he's rolled offside on the play. And Reading United look to play the ball through. Jalen Witherspoon just a step ahead of the ball. And the Nor'easters regain control here. 10 minutes in. No score. A scoring chance for both sides. As the Nor'easters look to play through, headed out by Reading United, and it'll be a throw-in for the Nor'easters. Fed to Oriana, loses control back out. Isaac Hollinger controls for Reading United. Got Galen Flynn check that Nick Pariano. Unable to make the play. Controlled once again by Reading United. Up and through, but nobody there. And Marco Torino will play back to Schaefer. Back out to Taha Keena. Headed out nicely. That sends Daniel Diaz Bonilla through. He looks to make a play, but Reading United is right there to regain control. Fed out wide here to Raymondo Partido, who feeds it through once again, but still nobody there. Reading United look to make those long runs through, but unable to find anybody to get through the back line of the Ocean City Nor'easters. Keena out to Torino. Up in the air, who wants it? Reading United wins that battle. Torres settles it down. Plays it out to Galen Flynn, but Reading United again regains control and will push the ball into their offensive zone. A feed for Isak Sedin goes wide. Reading United looking for a call, will not get it. As head referee Hector Rueda says no foul. And a goal kick for the Nor'easters. Schaefer plays it out to Keena. Orleana through. Finds Pablo Marquez. Marquez looks to get the ball through. Excellent job by Raymondo Partido for Reading United. But the Nor'easters will gain a throw-in as Orleana through, looks for an opening, back to Keena. Keena switches fields. Headed in. That'll make its way across the end line. And a goal kick for Reading United. As I mentioned earlier, Reading United coming into tonight's contest, 3 wins, 3 losses, and 3 draws. Quite a few of their players share their scoring lead with a couple goals. Tala Fay with 2, Isak Sedin with 2, Martin Imping with 2. But it's been an evenly contested match here so far, with both sides just a chance through. Shot there from Sedin, goes wide. For the Nor'easters, they're led by Alessandro Orlati with 4 goals and 4 assists on the year. A few other players, Daniel Diaz Bonilla with 3 goals, Pablo Marquez with 3. The Nor'easters also getting the job done on the defensive side, allowing less than a goal a game. A foul there called on the Nor'easters. And that'll send it back to Reading United. Tim Timchenko look to play it out to Raymond Partido. Partido up and through. Schaefer undecided, stepped back, but now he'll come out and challenge the ball. Found himself a little bit indecisive there. Wasn't sure whether to come back or come out. Ultimately decided to come out. Grabbed that ball, but it's through. It's turned over. Isaac Hollinger through, but again controlled by the Nor'easters. Galen Flynn, they work it back to Schaefer. Schaefer will boot it out. Timchenko with the head for Reading United. The Nor'easters will gain control. Orlati looks to make a move. That's Galen Flynn, but Reading United stands tall and gains control. Out to Jalen Witherspoon for Reading United. Under control, up against Taha Keena, makes a move, fires it in, just wide. Jalen Witherspoon with the shot for Reading United, goes just wide. And the Nor'easters earn a goal kick. Schaefer plays it out wide. Back to Schaefer. Played out to Nick Torres. Nick Torres from Palm Beach Atlantic University. Try to mention some of these schools. Oh, a late whistle. But a call against Reading United. As we watch here on the replay. Galen Flynn slowly making his way to his feet. And Reading United argued they played the ball. Hector Rueda again disagrees with Reading United. And the Nor'easters gain control here on the foul. Nick Torres send it through out wide to Marco Torino. Torino back into the middle. Finds Nick Periano. Back to Steven Milosevic. Back to Torres. Torres through to Taha Kina. Excellent ball control here by the Nor'easters. Periano through. As the Nor'easters try to put together their best offensive threat here so far. But again, Reading United standing tall. Nor'easters unable to penetrate that back line of Reading United. We'll try here again. Periano swings it wide. Unable to control, and Reading United will work it back through. Isak Sadine sends the ball through. But Milosevic will play it back to Schaefer. Back over to Milosevic. He'll find Periano. And the Nor'easters will look to set it up. Oriana back across to Taha Kina. Kina says, let's switch fields. And he does. And he finds Galen Flynn up and through, but unable to control. And that'll earn a throw-in for Reading United. Look there at head coach Kevin Nuss. A little frustrated by the play here by the Nor'easters early in the game. Again, have probably earned most of the control here in the game so far, but just haven't been able to put it together with a good offensive threat. A couple chances per side here. But both teams' defenses playing well as we head to the 20th minute. We'll do that throw-in over again. As Amit Bogle will throw it in for Reading United. Up controlled through. Alessandro Arlotti controls for the Nor'easters. Back to Arlotti. Finds his way through. Good feed. Look for Diaz Bonilla. But again, Reading United there to make the challenge. Out and through, a throw-in ruled for the Nor'easters. Nor'easters look to play it long. Again, Reading United there makes control of the play. We'll send a look for Weatherspoon through. But again, Taha Kina steps up defensively for the Nor'easters. Reading United plays it out wide. Raimondo Partido looks for Jalen Weatherspoon. He'll feed it back over to Amit Bogle. Back to Timchenko. And now Reading United will look to control the play. Again, another long ball fed in, but Schaefer will come out from his goal line to stop that play. Schaefer plays it out to Milosevic. But it's turned over there. But Milosevic regains control. Good step up by Amit Bogle. It'll be out on Reading United. And a throw-in for the Nor'easters. Again, I mentioned earlier, beautiful evening here in Ocean City. 77 degrees at game time. A slight breeze coming out of the south-southeast, just to cool it off just a touch. A great evening for some great soccer here in Ocean City tonight. We're happy to have you with us. It's been a defensive battle here so far. Both teams finding their way through. The Nor'easters look fine through. They find. But again, Reading United there to make the stop. Controlled by Torino. Torino will settle. Back to Torres. Torres looks. Over to Orellana. Back and through, but nobody's there for the Nor'easters. And Reading United will go the other way. Hollinger up and through. But he's tackled from behind. And a foul on the Nor'easters. A few fouls here for both teams. Again, it's been a defensive battle. Both teams battling through the Weatherspoon for Reading United. Keena on his back, looks to send the ball through, but nobody's there for Reading United. And that'll earn a throw-in for the Nor'easters. Ball's thrown in. They look a foul. Called on Pablo Marquez. Used the body a little too much there to shield. And Reading United will go the other way with it. Step up by Galen Flynn, out and through. Timchenko will leave it for Bogle. As Reading United will throw it in. Colin Byros for Reading United loses control. Pablo Marquez for the Nor'easters, unable to do anything with it. Good slide tackle there by Galen Flynn. From behind, they really had the ball. No foul called. Reading United back the other way. Up and through. Control by the Nor'easters. And that'll foul called on Reading United. Played back over to Taha Keena. Keena over to Torino. Torino back to Orleana. A little give and go. Good work there by the Nor'easters. Orleana has the ball on his foot. He looks to Diaz Bonilla. But it's Nick Pariano over to Diaz Bonilla, who fights his way through. But Ryan Kuster there for Reading United to fend off the Nor'easter chance and earn a goal kick for Reading United. We're here in the 25th minute. Still scoreless. A few scoring chances for both sides, but the Ocean City Nor'easters have probably earned most of possession time here so far, but just haven't been able to put anything through on Russell Shealy for Reading United. Reading United with control. Back over to Kuster. Kuster through to Weatherspoon. Two Nor'easters on him, but gets it back to Kuster. Kuster through. Looking for Hollinger, and it makes its way through. Jalen Weatherspoon, who had the good chance for Reading United earlier, surrounded by Nor'easter defenders. And Ocean City's on the counterattack. Daniel Diaz Bonilla for the Nor'easters. Back and through, they'll settle it down. Torino. Back to Diaz Bonilla. He'll feed it back to Torres. Torres back to Keena. And the Nor'easters will look to switch fields and open it up. Milosevic up and through to Nick Pariano. Nick Pariano, the product of Duke University. Pablo Marquez for the Nor'easters. Out wide, chip through. Orleana with a header up and through the goalposts. With a good scoring opportunity for the Nor'easters. Orleana just couldn't get on top of that ball, headed it up and over. But a nice feed leads to a scoring chance for Ocean City. Reading United turns it over. Collision at midfield. They switch fields back over here to Torino. Torino will settle it down. Little give and go back to Torino. He looks back to Pariano. Pariano through. But Isak Sedin is there defensively for Reading United. It's played back through. Out to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon back to Raymondo Partido. Milosevic there for Ocean City. Up and through. Reading United settles it through. But it's Colin Byros looking for a teammate there wide, but nobody home for Reading United. And that'll send it back the other way with a throw-in for the Nor'easters. First good sustained pressure by Reading United there. Some good work offensively for Reading United, but nothing to show for it. Late whistle there by Hector Arando. We'll give it back to the Nor'easters. Up and through to Orleana. Little give and go back to Orleana. Up and through. Out to Marquez. Marquez with a move. Inside out. But Timchenko there defensively for Reading United to stop that threat. Nor'easters will settle it down on their half of the field defensively. Kina out wide to Torino. Nick Torino out of Palm Beach Atlantic University.
Ocean City Carcass, Carey, Southern Piedmont County, and surrounding areas since 1984.
As the Nor'easters look to set something up here. Nick Torres and Ben Orleana on the indirect. Kicked off back to Torres. Torres will send it into the middle. It's there for a header, but it's up and over the net. Good feed from the Nor'easters, leading to a good chance, but headed up and over. And it's a goal kick for Reading United. Reading United on the counterattack, and again another long ball through. But Felix Schaefer up and off his line to play that one, but again, Reading United's there to regain control. Dante Williams up and through with the Nor'easters on the counterattack. Torres up and through. No whistle. No foul on the call. And the Nor'easters will play through. Pariano back to Torino. Torino out wide to Diaz Bonilla. There's a foul as Alessandro Arlotti, leading goal scorer here for the Nor'easters, product of Harvard University, is brought down. Resulting in a kick for Ocean City. Indirect. As Hector Rwanda will walk off 10 yards. To give Ben Orleana a chance. Reading United has set up their four-man wall. Orleana plays it up and over and through for the offensive chance for the Nor'easters.
Insurance, a cooperative insurance professional with interest, protecting assets from families and businesses for over.
Schaefer will play it out wide for Bogle. Bogle back to Timchenko. Timchenko sends it up and through. Sedin through back to Timchenko. Timchenko will play it back to Russell Sheely. As Reading United switches fields, will come here closest to us in the broadcast booth in the press box, but they'll turn it over. Some physical play there, finally a whistle that goes for the Nor'easters. Again, you get a sense this one's getting a little chippier as we play on through here. But it's Galen Flynn. We might see a card. Well, no sooner do I mention this one getting chippier, we find our first red card of the evening, or excuse me, your yellow card, as it's Isak Sedin on Galen Flynn. So the yellow on Reading United's Isak Sedin. We'll see if the yellow card does anything to slow the chippiness down, or maybe that'll increase the physicality here so far this evening. Again, a defensive battle between these two teams. Few scoring chances, most of the play contained to the center of the field. As the Nor'easters here, as we enter the 34th minute, will look to set up what could be their best scoring chance of the evening. The Nor'easters will set up. Reading United with their three-man wall, up and through, headed. Excellent scoring chance there for Alessandro Arlotti. Puts a head on it, but again, just up and over the crossbar. And that'll earn a goal kick for Reading United. You have to believe this pressure put on by the Nor'easter offense will hopefully capitalize and earn themselves a goal. A foul against Jalen Weatherspoon, using his arms a little bit more than referee Hector Rwanda thought he should. And that'll earn the kick from Nick Torres. Torres across. Settles it back to Nick Pariano. Pariano through to Ben Orleana. Orleana back to Pariano. Pariano through, looks for Diaz Bonilla. But Reading United's there to stop that threat. But the Nor'easters regain control. Arlotti through. Over to Torino, back through. Finds Torres. Torres with a nice move. Plays it back to Arlotti. Arlotti into the corner. But it finds its way out of play. And that's a goal kick for Reading United. Sustained pressure by the Nor'easters here in the last few moments of this game. Again, it seems like they're knocking on the door, the constant pressure. We'll see if Reading United's defensive line is up to the challenge. Bogle back to Timchenko. Timchenko up and through, but Taha Keen is there. We'll head it back to Felix Schaefer. Again, Reading United's looked for that long pass through, but so far, just about every opportunity, the Nor'easter defense has been there to thwart that attempt. Ryan Kuster over to Bogle, headed through, control by Reading United. Colin Byros for Reading United, up and through, looks, tries to see a breaking Isak Sedin, but Nor'easters are there. Reading United plays it out wide. Raymondo Partido. Back to Dante Williams. He finds Colin Byros. Byros up and through with a shot. But Felix Schaefer is there to make what has been his first save in quite a bit. Quickly out as the Nor'easters will mount a counterattack. Pariano over to Orleana. Orleana to Pariano. Back and through to Torres. Torres will send it long. He finds Ben Orleana, but unable to control. And that'll earn the throw-in for Reading United. Again, we've mentioned the Ocean City Nor'easters enjoying an excellent start to the year, 7-0-1 on a 7-game winning streak. They opened the season with a 1-1 draw at Real Central, New Jersey, but since then they've run off 7 straight and look to make it 8 here this evening. But they're in a battle. And as the first 2 contests against these both teams we saw of scores 2-0 and 1-0, we thought it might be a defensive battle, and so far it has played out that way. Kina unable to control, and Reading United earns the throw-in. Partito over to Dante Williams. Williams in the middle, off Kina. Reading United looking for a handball, doesn't get it. But that'll earn our first corner kick here this evening. It'll be Reading United's Colin Byros with the game's first corner, as Reading United sees their first golden opportunity here off the corner. Byros sends it into the middle. Excellent job by Timchenko. Uses his height to his advantage, but heads it up and over. And that'll result in a goal kick for the Nor'easters. Schaefer plays a little give and go with Kina. Schaefer will take it himself. Out to Milosevic. No pressure. Now there's some slight pressure. Milosevic will send it through. He looks for Pablo Marquez, but he's not there. But Russell Shealy is for Reading United. He'll play it out wide to Raymondo Partito. Partito up and through again, along through. He looks for Isaac Hollinger. He'll play it, but 2 Nor'easter defenders there, and he finds himself by himself. He looks to send it through, but Galen Flynn is there to clear it. Reading United's Isaac Hollinger found himself alone with 2 Nor'easter defenders. Nobody there to help him out. Nor'easter's clear, and Reading United with the throw-in. Bogle back across and through to Partito. Partito will send it up and through. That'll be long. As we head into the 40th minute, we are still scoreless. The Nor'easters had controlled much of the play through the midway here in the first half, but Reading United has mounted a couple offensive attacks here in the last few minutes. But again, the defense for both squads have stepped up, and nothing has found the back of the net. Reading United gains control. Taron Williams for Reading United. Out wide to Partito, who looks to send it through. Kina steps up looking for a handball, and Reading United gets it. Handball on Taha Kina. And Reading United will look to set up here with a good offensive chance in the Nor'easter zone. It'll be Raymondo Partito. Check that. Colin Byros for Reading United here. On the indirect kick. He sets it up and through. He fires it through. It's on in net. But Felix Schaefer is there to make the save. He'll feed it out quickly. Up, out, and through. Pablo Marquez for the Nor'easters. Back to Perino. Unable to control. And it's Taron Williams for Reading United. He looks to play it through, but it's off Nick Torres. And Reading United will earn the throw-in. Controlled by Reading United, back and through. Back to Timchenko. Reading United will switch sides on the field. Kuster back to Timchenko. Timchenko looks. He finds Taron Williams. Williams up and through. He looks to find Colin Byros. Byros with a sloppy pass. That'll turn it over to the Nor'easters. Pariano plays it back to Milosevic. As we're here in the 43rd minute. Scoreless between the Ocean City Nor'easters and the Reading United AC. Arlotti tries to make a play. Does. He finds Torino. Torino sends it up and through, but too long. He's looking for Pablo Marquez on the far side, but just too strong of a pass. And Reading United will take over. Russell Sheely plays it out to Kuster. Kuster up and through, but it's stolen away by Arlotti. Arlotti up and through. He finds Orleano on the wing. Controlled, played through. They find a selfish pass. Oh, great save, and it's through! Goal! Nick Pariano is there to clean it up and put it in the back of the net. And the Ocean City Nor'easters are on the board here late in the first half and lead 1-0. All started with the Reading United turnover. The ball played through. Reading United to make the initial stop. But Nick Pariano, the right man in the right spot there to clean it up and put it through the net for our first goal here this evening. Reading United control off the face-off. Up and through. Looking for a handball, no call. Played out to Partito. Partito tries to send it in, but again, Felix Schaefer there, off his line, as he's done most of the night here so far. But done a great job there, keeping the Reading United attacks at bay. Played through, Nor'easters with control. Just sent through. Torres plays it off, and it ends up back to Milosevic. Milosevic tries to play through, but Weatherspoon's there. But the Nor'easters regain control. It's Arlotti up and through, over to for Orleana. Torino controls for the Nor'easters, but Tyron Williams is there for Reading United. Played through, Nor'easters regain control. As we're here in stoppage time in the first half. Orleana tries to shield the ball, but the call will go against him as he is shocked by that call. But nonetheless, Reading United with control sends it up and through. Isak Sedin heads it back over to Colin Byros. Byros back, Timchenko. Tyron Williams up and through, Milosevic there to head it. But it's Dante Williams for Reading United. Out wide to Partito. Partito up and through. He sees Byros there, but Byros unable to catch up with it. And it finds its way out of play. Again, we're here in stoppage time in the first half. As we say that, there's the whistle from Hector Aranda, indicating the end of the first half. The lone goal here in the first half comes off the foot of Ocean City Nor'easters' Nick Pariano. As we head into halftime, the Ocean City Nor'easters 1, Reading United 0. We've reached halftime here at Carey Stadium. Stay with us here as we bring you the second half action from Ocean City.
Dribble into the box, plenty of space, shot comes in, and it's a goal!
We are back here in Ocean City at Carey Stadium, aka the Beach House, where after one half of play, the Ocean City Nor'easters lead Reading United 1-0 on a late first half goal in the 44th minute. Right man, right spot, Nick Pariano there to put it in the back of the net. And that's where we stand here after 45 minutes of play here in Ocean City. Teams make their way back out onto the field as we get ready to start the second half. I want to thank you all for joining us here this evening on the live stream. Those that are in attendance tonight, one of the larger crowds of the season so far, enjoying this one, seeing the hometown team playing well. But they need to close it out for another 45 minutes to keep that winning streak alive. Again, 7 in a row for the Nor'easters to start the season after an opening game draw. The first half was fairly evenly matched. Again, a turnover late in the first half and a loose ball in the box leads to the Ocean City's only goal of the game. But it's good enough to give them the 1-0 lead. We'll switch ends. Reading United will be working their way right to left on your screen. Ocean City Nor'easters working left to right into what has now become a cooler evening here in Ocean City. The sun going down, the breeze off the ocean cooling things off a little bit, as the shore weather tends to do here in the summer. But a beautiful evening nonetheless. Thank you for joining us. It's a good time to thank our sponsors who bringing you tonight's action here on 11 Sports Network and BFA Sports, Orozco Orthopedics, Tom's River Auto Group, Metro Commercial, Josie Kelly's Public House, and Shriver's Saltwater Taffy, as we are underway here in the second half. The Nor'easters gain control off the draw. They'll send it wide. Diaz Bonilla up and through. Left-footed shot. Timchenko tried to play it himself, but almost deflected it, but it made its way through. And Russell Shealy's there to make the save for Reading United. An early chance here for the Nor'easters. Reading United will play it up and through. A right forearm, no call by Isaac Hollinger. He plays it through Isak Sadine out wide to Jalen Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon left foot, deflected off Akina, but it goes wide. But Reading United will earn their second corner kick this evening. Excellent opportunity for Reading United to get back in this one. Off the corner. It'll be Colin Byros for Reading United to take the corner.
Small repairs, renovations, installations, new construction. Call Rusty Electrical today. It's Rusty Electrical Contracting, 609-314-1964.
Byros will send it through, up and away, curling away. Timchenko's there, heads it, lose control, and Reading United capitalizes. Off the corner, Byros sends it through. Timchenko with the header, initially defended well by the Nor'easters, but it's Reading United's Ryan Kuster there with the left foot to put it through. And just like that, 3 minutes in to the second half, and Reading United has tied this one up at 1 apiece. New ball game here in Ocean City, as the Nor'easters regain control. Kina up and through. Off the foot of Orleana. And Reading United will go the other way and earn the throw-in. So much like the Nor'easters' goal in the first half, Pariano, the right man in the right spot. Reading United's Ryan Kuster, the right man in the right spot, to put that one home for Reading United to even us up here early in the second half. Reading United sends it through, but Felix Schaefer's there to make the play and the save. Plays it out wide to Keena. Keena back up and through. Up to Torres. Torres through. Flynn's looking for it across the field. They finally get it to him, but it's too late. There's a Amit Bogle there to step it up for Reading United. But the Nor'easters will regain control. Nor'easters will look to switch field, but that will be too long of a kick. And Reading United earns the throw-in. Isaac Hollinger up and through, but stolen away by the Nor'easters. Diaz Bonilla with some fancy footwork plays it through. Orleana tries to get through, but Timchenko will send it back to Sheely, who will settle things down. Play it back out to Timchenko. Timchenko up to Bogle. Bogle back to Timchenko. Pressure from the Nor'easters. Played across to Kuster. Kuster will send it through. He's looking for Weatherspoon. But Milosevic is there to head it away. But the foul called on Reading United's Isaac Hollinger. Will send it back the other way for the Nor'easters. Across to Galen Flynn, unable to control it. And they'll give it right back to Reading United. Amit Bogle with the throw-in for Reading United. Waiting for something to develop, finally gets it in. Back to Bogle. He finds Byros. Byros unable to control it. Kicked away by Milosevic. Up to Marquez. Marquez unable to control it. Played through by Reading United. Play on, they say. But they rule it's off the Nor'easter. Possession, throw-in to Reading United. 2 balls on the field. I don't think we're allowed to do that quite yet. We'll put one out of play and play with just one. Bogle looking again for the throw-in. Sends it up and through, headed by Pariano. Bogle sends it through Milosevic. Headed nicely by Torres. Over to Keena. Keena sends it out wide. Orlati up and through. Torino tries to play it through. Back to Orlati, unable to do so. And Reading United gains control. Sheely tries to play it out wide, but nobody's home there for Reading United. Throw in for the Nor'easters. Flynn. Over to Torres. Torres with some pressure on him. Gets it back to Milosevic. Milosevic back to Perino. Over to Keena. Taha Keena will play it wide. Give and go back to him. Nor'easters look to get something set up here for their first scoring chance here in the second half. Played out wide to Flynn. Flynn chips it into Marquez. Up and strong and through. But it's off the head of Raymondo Pertito. And a throw in for the Nor'easters. Orleana plays it back for Perino, too strong. Slight collision played through, controlled by Hollinger. But they'll play it all the way back. Schaefer's there to play it off his foot. Isaac Hollinger will pressure 4. Reading United. but it'll be a throw-in for the Nor'easters. Marco Torino from St. Peter's will throw it in for the Nor'easters. But it's given back. Reading United gets it back themselves, played it wide. Reading United's up and through, but Felix Schaefer's there to make the play. He hustles it out, throws it out wide. Up and through to find Diaz Bonilla. It's off Reading United. Quick throw in by the Nor'easters. Pariano. Over to Torres. Torres finds Orellana. With his heads up, looks. He finds Arlotti. Arlotti through, unable to get it through. Great job by Dante Williams from Reading United. They play it through to Colin Byros. Byros back over to Weatherspoon. Led him just a bit too far. Schaefer will allow it to play through to earn the goal kick for the Nor'easters. 9 minutes in here in the second half. Again, Ocean City led at the half 1-0. But Reading United off a corner was able to even it up, and that's where we stand here. Tied 1 apiece. Marco Torino off Reading United, quickly played through by the Nor'easters. Orellana sends it wide. He finds Diaz Bonilla. The Nor'easters with numbers. Diaz Bonilla off to Galen Flynn, who chips it in. But Amit Bogle's there to stop that threat, but it'll earn the Nor'easters' first corner kick of the night. Looks like that'll be Ben Orellana to take the corner here for the Nor'easters. He sends it through, makes its way, headed down and through by Daniel Diaz Bonilla, the Princeton product, but he headed it straight down, bounced up and over. So a good chance for the Nor'easters to retake the lead. But Reading United will work it back themselves. Taron Williams up and through to Dante Williams. Williams back to Timchenko. Timchenko plays it out wide. Finds Raymond Partito. No call. But they rule out on Reading United. Or check that, a foul on Reading United. And the Nor'easters regain control. Milosevic to Pariano. Pariano through the middle of the field. Finds Orellana. Orellana through to Marquez. Give and go back. But Reading United steps up to defend that play. Taron Williams up to Witherspoon. Jalen Witherspoon plays it wide. Give and go back to the corner. Can he keep it? He does. Check that. He does not. Our sideline official, Aaron Bracey, rules. Ball across the end line. So the Nor'easters are back at it. Out to Diaz Bonilla, controls. Over to Nick Torres. Torres patient. And they'll just play it back to Schaefer to open up the field. Over to Milosevic. Nick Torres will play it all the way back to Taha Kina. The Brown product. A little pressure here from Reading United. Let's see if that'll result in a turnover, and it does. Isak Sedin for Reading United controls it, settles it to Colin Byros. Back to Sedin, who chips it back into the middle. A little give and goal, but that'll be out on the Nor'easters as Steven Milosevic looked to clear it, but did so a little bit dangerously by putting it over his own net, which will result in a corner kick, the third of the night for Reading United. They've already capitalized on one corner kick this evening. Can they make it a second? As Colin Byros will switch corners and go to the far corner to take this corner kick. Again, the Nor'easters will look to clean up on the defensive side of things. Colin Byros set to take the corner. He sends it up and in, curling back to the middle. Weatherspoon is there, but it's headed out. We have a foul called on Reading United, as they thought Jalen Weatherspoon was a little aggressive. Substitutions now onto the field. For Reading United, it'll be number 16, Martin Imping. He'll make his way in for Jalen Weatherspoon. And for the Ocean City Nor'easters, number 27, Marco Milanese. And number 16, Matt Myers. Now check into the ball game for your Nor'easters. Checking out will be Ben Orellana and Taha Kina. So off the free kick, Schaefer plays it up and through. Nor'easters regain control. Back to Torres, up and through. They look for Diaz Bonilla, who gains control. Kicked out by Reading United. Nor'easters regain control, played back to Pariano. He finds a Galen Flynn walking out wide, but he sees Matt Myers instead. Now it's Galen Flynn who chip it in the middle. Kuster there to defend. Timchenko clears for Reading United, but it's controlled by Nick Torres, but Reading United clears it out. Milanese plays it back. Schaefer under pressure, just enough to give it away over to Milosevic. Milosevic out to Galen Flynn. Flynn earns control, looks to play it into the middle. The Nor'easters regain control. Milanese out wide, chipped over to Marquez. Pablo Marquez with a good chance, unable to do anything with it. But it's out on Reading United. And that'll earn the throw-in. A throw-in for the Nor'easters. Diaz Bonilla chips it back, but unable to do anything with it. And it'll be a goal kick for Reading United. Reading United's Taron Williams up and through. Finds Dante Williams. Dante Williams finds Isaac Hollinger. Hollinger out wide. They send it through for Martin Imping, but too far. It'll be a goal kick for the Nor'easters. Well, they say we'll send it long. He looks for Diaz Bonilla. Kuster for Reading United settles it down, but he kicks it out of play. Throw in Ocean City. Quickly. Arlotti up and through to Diaz Bonilla. Diaz Bonilla with a nice move through, feeds it, but Timchenko is there to clear it out, and Reading United regains control. Sends it up and through. Nor'easters will regain control. Pariano sends it back to Schaefer. Back to Pariano, back to Schaefer. Again, Reading United doing a much better job here in the second half, pressuring the ball. So Ocean City will look to play along, but a foul called on the play. Alessandro, check that. Daniel Diaz Bonilla called on the foul. We'll give it back to Reading United. We're here in the 63rd minute, still tied at 1. A late first half goal for Ocean City and an early second half goal for Reading United. That's where we are, tied at 1. Milanese will play it back to Schaefer. Back to Milanese. A second half sub for the Nor'easters. He'll play it long over here to Galen Flynn. Flynn controls. Moves to his left. He'll find Matt Myers. Myers will send it in with his right foot. Finds a breaking Pablo Marquez. Just fed him out a little too much. But the Nor'easters regain control. Track down. It's Diaz Bonilla. Sends a rocket just wide of the net. Good pressure there by the Nor'easters. As second half sub, MD Myers making his presence felt here early with a good pass to a breaking Pablo Marquez just ahead of him. But it's Timchenko out to Bogle for Reading United. Timchenko, Williams, but they turn it over. Diaz Bonilla. Controlled there nicely by Marquez. Back to Periano, tonight's goal scorer for Ocean City. He'll play it back to Galen Flynn. Flynn will switch fields. But his pass is out of the reach of Nick Torino. And that'll give it over to Reading United on the throw-in. Taron Williams controls at midfield for Reading United. Back to Williams. Williams, look, he'll play it over to Bogle. Bogle will play it long down the left corner. But Milosevic is there. He'll let it go out of play. And earn the goal kick for Ocean City. Play has settled in here in the second half, much like most of the first half, as the teams have battled all night long in what has been a good soccer match here this evening. Thanks again for joining us, whether you're on the live stream or in attendance tonight. Reading United on the throw-in. Up and through, they look for Isaac Hollinger, who heads it through. But they'll play it back to Schaefer. Again, pressuring Colin Byrose. Reading United upping their pressure, forcing the hand of Ocean City. Ocean City has played it well, but keep an eye on that here as we enter the late stages of the game. Headed by Myers, up and out of play. Reading United quickly. Dante Williams. Back to Kuster, gets away with it. But the pressure results in a hurried shot that makes its way out of play and a throw-in for the Nor'easters. Into Marquez to Periano. Little give and go, back to Periano. Pressure on him from Isaac Sedin. Periano gives it off. And a foul is called as the Nor'easters were looking to make an offensive charge. But they rule a foul on Reading United. Actually, it'll result in a yellow card. Here in our replay, it's Raymondo Partito who earns the yellow card on the tackle. And it's Alessandro Arlotti or the Nor'easters who takes the time to compose himself after the tackle by Partito. Our second yellow card tonight. Again, what has been I wouldn't say overly chippy game, but a battle from both teams, not willing to give in, resulting in our second yellow of the night. Alessandro Arlati looks to be okay. And the Nor'easters with a good chance here in the 68th minute. Off the kick, it's up and, oh, great save by Russell Shealy, who had to jump up and make the grab to negate the Nor'easter offensive chance. So back the other way we go. Reading United, Kuster. Turnover by Reading United results in a turnover by the Nor'easters. Reading United regains control. Kuster looks over his options. He'll play it out wide to Sedin in the middle. Sedin to Imping, back to Sedin. Sedin up and through, just a bit out of the reach. Run down there by Galen Flynn. An aggressive play there by Reading United will just result in the foul. Isaac Hollinger pressuring the ball. Maybe a little aggressive with the forearm. But it'll be Nor'easter's control as Schaefer plays it out to Milanese. Milanese up and through to Arlati. As Reading United regains control. Up to Sedin, but off his foot and out of play. And that'll result in a throw-in for the Nor'easters. Nick Torres will use his goalie as an outlet. Back over to Milanese. The pressure coming from Reading United. Milanese with the fake, back to Torres. Torres back to Schaefer. Dangerous here by the Nor'easters. So Schaefer just decides to take it upon himself and clear it out. Myers back to Flynn. Flynn sends it across, but Diaz Bonilla unable to do anything with it. And Russell Shealy will just play it long. The header by Milosevic turns it over. Reading United counterattack. Imping stopped. Controlled by Flynn. Pressured. Trying for Marquez, but Milosevic is there for Reading United. Headed out nicely by Pariano. Back to Diaz Bonilla, who settles it down. Chips it out to Pariano. Chance here for Northeasters. Back to Pariano. Pariano loads up. Sends it up and through the uprights. But good pressure there by the Nor'easters. Good give and go between Bonilla and Pariano, resulting in the good shot by our goal scorer here tonight for Ocean City, Nick Pariano. Back comes Reading United. Timchenko up and through to Imping. Imping plays it through. Byros settles it down, chips it out wide. Controlled by Reading United. Left foot through. Byros unable to control that pass up and through. But it'll make its way through to midfield. And Reading United just plays it all the way back to Russell Shealy, who'll settle it down. Timchenko for Reading United. Looks for his options. Finds Taron Williams. Back to Kuster. The goal scorer for Reading United tonight. Over to Imping. Imping plays it wide. Raimondo Partido will play it back. And Reading United will look to reset here. We're here in the 72nd minute. Tied at 1. Oh, late whistle. Ocean City argues the call to no avail. So foul on Ocean City. Trying to figure out where they want this kick to take place. They finally agree on where it's at. And Kuster will send it through. Looking for Isaac Hollinger. With the Nor'easters regain control. Long ball through, looking for Myers, headed by Timchenko. Out to Bogle. Bogle with pressure from Myers. Left foots it in. But Milosevic will settle it down for the Nor'easters. Look to the middle field. Oh, Taron Williams, or excuse me, Dante Williams there for Reading United. Unable to make a play. Back comes the Nor'easters, but that pass for Galen Flynn just out of his reach. Back comes Reading United. Sedin up and through. He's got a breaking Impinger. He sends it through, but Felix Schaefer is there to make the save. Good chance there for Reading United on the counterattack. As the pace of play has picked up here late in the second half. Pariano settles it down for the Nor'easters. He looks. He finds Galen Flynn wide. Pariano with 2, Reading United. Great little pass there from Pariano. Bogle on the back. It looks like we have a card coming out. That'll be the first yellow card here this evening for Ocean City. It looks like Nick Torres earned the yellow card for the Ocean City Nor'easters.
Yellow card number 20, Nick Torres.
But the Nor'easters retain possession on a throw-in. Flynn to Marquez. But it's Byros. Byros has been active all night for Reading United. They ruled out of play, much to the disagreement. Ocean City tries to throw that in about 30 yards ahead of probably where the throw-in took place. We have a stoppage of play as the officials, and we have a yellow. It looks like on Reading United's head coach Casey Moore, who disagreed vehemently with the out-of-bounds call. As the discussion continues. Again, from our vantage point, it's difficult to see whether that ball made it out of bounds or not, but nonetheless, it results in a Nor'easter throw-in. Flynn in, up and through. Arlotti will play it across. Over to Torino. Torino with pressure from Imping. Imping will play it back. Another foul called on the Nor'easters, a push. As the intensity, I would say, has picked up drastically here in the last few minutes.
Exceptional properties.
Another yellow card issue here to the Nor'easters. And I guess the yellow card coming out is indicative of the chippiness and the arguing from both sides. But the yellow cards have not done much to quiet either team down. So let's buckle in, which should be an exciting final 14-plus minutes here in Ocean City as we are tied at 1. Imping into Byros. Byros will look to settle in, but the flag will come out, indicating the ball has reached the end line.
North America's leading brand of sustainable building products.
Schaefer will put the ball down, play it out to Milanese. Across, up to Arlotti. Arlotti with the battle with Taron Williams will result in a Nor'easter throw-in. Quickly, they look for Marquez. Unable to control. Milosevic heads it back into play. Controlled by Reading United. Dante Williams back and through, but turns it over. Myers for the Nor'easters with Williams on his tail. Myers will look to play it through. Back to Torres. Torres to Flynn. Flynn with Williams all over him. will find an outlet in Marco Milanese. Across to Marco Torino. Torino to Pariano. Back to Pariano. Try to send it through to Diaz Bonilla, but it's too far. Ready United will control it. That's Martin Imping for Ready United. Dante Williams, who's made his presence felt here in the last few minutes. Out to Amit Bogle. Bogle down the left sideline, pressured by Myers. Timchenko for Ready United looks to throw it across. Marquez there defensively to put on the pressure, but Ready United regains control. As we have some substitutions coming on here for the Ocean City Nor'easters. Number 7, Rodrigo Robles. And number 14, Nicholas Orellana in for the Nor'easters. They will replace Daniel Diaz Bonilla and Pablo Marquez. Cleared out by Milosevic. Over to Pariano. He's got Partido racing him down. They rule Partido, or out on Pariano. Partido quickly throws it in to Sedin. But taken away nicely there by Nick Torres. Played back out and through. And that pressure will result in a throw-in for Reading United. Williams will chip it back in, but nobody's home there for Reading United. That'll give it back to the Nor'easters. Here in the 80th minute, tied at 1. But it's been a good one here so far this evening. As the intensity has ratcheted up the closer we get to the end of this game. Both teams playing well. Throw in for Reading United, controlled by Imping. He tries to go through. Another late whistle as they rule Imping was impeded. Trying to make his way through. And the foul called on the Nor'easters. It'll be Colin Byros for Reading United to take that kick. The best scoring chance here for Reading United so far in the latter half of this second half. Byros with the kick. He'll send it through. Headed out by Nick Torres. But Bogle will send it back in on the left foot, but it's too long, up and through. And that scoring chance goes to waste for Reading United.
Metro Commercial, an industry leader in national full-service retail, real estate brokerage, and laundry services for 35 years.
Milanese out to Milosevic. Back to Schaefer. We'll just kick it long. Looking for Myers. Headed by Timchenko. But it's Galen Flynn there. Left foot. He finds Orellana. But Kuster's there for Reading United to kick it out. Marco Torino sends it through to Rodrigo Robles. And another yellow card issued here tonight for Reading United on Taron Williams.
Yellow card, Taron Williams, ready.
So it'll be Ocean City Nor'easters' chance here to capitalize on the foul and the yellow card. As they look to take this kick. Nor'easters with the set piece. Click is delivered up and through. It's headed out, but not cleared. Settled down by Orellana, who makes his way through, but they will use his hands, and that's a no-no. Reading United will regain possession deep into their own territory. Russell Sheely plays it out to Timchenko. Timchenko across to Kuster. Kuster off his foot, but he regains control, plays it up and through. Battle across the end line. Marco Torino with the throw-in. Over to Orleana, unable to control. Reading United. Back to Sheely. Sheely will play it long. But it's Milosevic. Over to Flynn. Dante Williams. Seems like Dante Williams has been in all the action here tonight, at least here in the second half. Good game by him this evening. Williams will settle down and look to play it in. But again, Milosevic is there, heads it out to Pariano. Pariano out to Robles, but off his foot. Back comes Reading United. Amit Bogle for Reading United with the throw-in. Plays it to Isak Sedin. Byros back to Sedin. Sedin with some space. He finds Martin Inping breaking. But it's Galen Flynn with a good defensive job for the Nor'easters. But back comes Reading United. Colin Byros looks to make a play. Reading United looking for the foul. No call. As the ball is played up and through. Arlotti. Over to Nick Torres. Torres with some space. He'll keep it himself over to Perino. Pariano will settle it down. Back over to Robles. Pressure. Gets it away quickly over the Flynn. Flynn will send Arlotti into the corner. Arlotti stops it. Walk right on in. Chips it in the middle. He finds it off the post. Great look by Alessandro Arlotti. He sends it through. The ball makes its way. And it's Nick Pariano. Again, the right man, right spot, but this time unable to put it home as the ball hit the left post and made its way out of play. So Reading United dodges one there. A good scoring opportunity for the Nor'easters. Nice work there by Alessandro Arlotti to make the move, gain control, calmly put the ball in the middle, find Pariano with the goalie's favorite friend, the post, there to make the save. Reading United on the counterattack, lose control. The Nor'easters on a throw-in. Byros to Imping. They'll play it back, but they'll turn it over to Orleana, but he unable to gain control. As Reading United regains control. Hector Rueda indicates our head official that Reading United needs to back up just a bit on this throw. And they finally allow it. Played through. Milanese headed up and out. But it's Byros for Reading United. Over to Williams. Williams will settle. Williams has been able to utilize his speed here in the second half. Over to Hollinger. Hollinger with it. He had Robles all over his back, but able to play it out to Imping. Imping with control on the left foot. But the Nor'easters do a good job defensively to clear it. But Reading United regains control. Timchenko back out to Bogle. Bogle will switch fields. He finds Imping, but back comes the Nor'easters. Torino out to Myers. Myers loses his footing. Taron Williams for Reading United over to Byros. Byros to Imping, back to Byros. Reading United settling down here. We're in the 88th minute. of a 1-1 game. Milanese up and through, just out of the reach of Arlotti, who thought he was held on that play to slow him up just enough. The ball sent in. It'll be played by Schaefer. Out to Milosevic. Plenty of space. Pressure from Sedin all over the back. And that'll earn the foul. Substitution here for Reading United, number 7, Talafe will make his way into the game. In for Colin Byros. Colin Byros, an excellent game for Reading United tonight. As they look, Reading United looks to make one more substitution, but they're not going to be able to make it, as Torres will send it up to Galen Flynn. Flynn powers through, makes his way through, and we have a call. As Flynn tried to make his way around, and another yellow issued to Amit Bogle. It did occur outside on the replay. Flynn comes through, but obviously Bogle did not play the ball there, tripping up Flynn. And an excellent scoring opportunity here for the Nor'easters as we have entered the 90th minute. It'll be Rodrigo Robles for the Nor'easters. The right foot kicker will send it in. Up and through. Saved by Shealy, who punches it out. Pariano will track it down. And a throw-in for the Nor'easters. Good job by Russell Shealy to knock that ball out. But the Nor'easters will regain control. Pariano back and through. They rule it out on Reading United, which results in a corner kick here. So another excellent scoring opportunity for the Nor'easters, as the pressure here late in the second half has resulted in one good chance. Here's the second good chance in the last couple minutes for the Nor'easters. It'll be Nick Pariano. He'll send it in wide. Played up and in on the right foot. Sent in by Arlotti, who sends it just wide. Alessandro Arlotti found the ball on his left foot, but he sends it just wide. An excellent scoring opportunity for the Nor'easters goes to the wayside, as we have another substitution here for Reading United. It'll be number 18, Sam Hershey, making his way onto the game. He'll be subbing in for Isaac Hollinger for Reading United. We have another corner. Pariano will send it in, headed wide. It's Risota's goal! Wait, we have a late whistle. The side linesman indicating offside on the play somehow, as the goal is waved off.
No goal.
The sideline official ruling the play was offside, and we play on here in stoppage time. The Nor'easters on the attack. Partido up to Williams. Williams looks to send it long, but that pass will be out of the reach of Talafe, and Schaefer will kick it back in. Headed down, Galen Flynn. Flynn with Hershey on his back. Sends it into the middle. Headed out by Timchenko, controlled by Sedin. Sedin will just kick it out, look for Fay, but Milosevic is there for the Nor'easters. Milanese will settle it down. Out to Pariano. Pariano with the left foot. And he's got Myers. But a good job by Timchenko to get there first. Rodrigo Robles with an excellent chance. But he'll send that up and through too high. And back comes Reading United. Again, we're here in stoppage time.